One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's McAllister. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Using his legs, it's Payne. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone. Looking for
got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
So far, it's been a rough 1st drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Hansen. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Down the middle. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely. Better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
And the Cyclones back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got him downfield. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. Past the 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
To the air on 2nd down. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yards.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
second down, they'll go to the air. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cyclones! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Quick step and go. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Beck. Quickly complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big offensive success.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The short hands. It's Sowell. Busts through behind his pad. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's going for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. He leaves it with his back. Wide open spaces. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Beck. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Payne. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. When things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's Payne. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right.
Touchdown, TCU! And the stomping has commenced.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Iowa State, 10. Return runs out of bounds.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down coming up. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Under fire. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Sowell. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. The Cyclones have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room. It's Payne. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down play from the gun. Got the quick pass. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was looking for the big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker.
Oh, a lot of space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, going up top. Touchdown, Iowa State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you...
Going up top. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running behind that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Beck. The sure hands, it's Jackson. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
Timeout, Iowa State.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass, it's Beck. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fit it in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all